You versus you, man. I just wanted to come on here and chat a little bit. Like, I feel like a lot of us kind of get caught in the reality that we have to please others. We look for a lot of opinions. You go on social media, you see someone else doing better than you, or at a point in their life that you want, but you're not there yet. So you're competing with everyone that you don't even really care about. You're looking for opinions from others, and I think we just have to like stay on our own path and kind of figure out what we want to do. What's the goal that God has for us and for you specifically? For me in 2024, I had, I went through a lot. I mean, it was a good year for me, but like I had a lot of ups and downs. I really had to figure out what I wanted to do and just lock it on a path that I felt like was perfect for me. So I would encourage you like to embrace like where you're at now, but know that there's a clear vision for where you actually want to be, and just focus on it. Stop seeking opinions from others. Stop trying to be in competition with someone else, because where they're at now has nothing to do with where you're at. They probably went through a process to get to where they're at, and now it's your turn, right? So embrace where you're at now for what's gonna come, and just locking on that. I would recommend like not taking advice from others, kind of doing what you want to do, right? If you said you wanted to start that business, like go start the business. You wanted to pick up a camera, go pick up the camera. You wanted to go start going to the gym, start going to the gym. Want to start a YouTube, start a YouTube. Stop looking for advice. Do what you want to do. And it's just something that I think we all struggle with sometimes, and we kind of have to focus on reality, right? I heard a quote along the lines of, "What you're not changing, you're choosing," right? So the things that you want to do that you said you were going to do in 2024, 2023, 2022, and you still haven't done it, like you're choosing to stay like where you're at. Just start like day one and not one day. You know what I mean? Like, just go start the business. Just go start that YouTube. Just go pick up the camera. Just go start whatever you want to do, that something that you have a passion for, just go do it. It's a new year, 2025. Right? We don't want to stay in the same spots we were years ago, maybe last year, whatever that happened. So I encourage like just going out there and just doing what you want to do, right? Like I said earlier, like stop competing with other people. I think that knocks a lot of us off our pivot and where we want to be, because we want to get to that certain spot as fast as possible. But with success, you can't fast track success. Like, whatever the process is, you have to go through the process. And have faith too. I don't know like how many of you believe in God, but me personally, I believe in God, and I feel like whatever He has for you, it's His plan, and it's going to be in His timing. So that thing that you was going to do, that job that you was going to get, if it didn't work out, like, still trust in the Lord. He's going to be able to guide you the best way possible. I have an amazing story of how I got into this, and I'll explain all that pretty soon on the podcast and everything. But I had to go through like ups and downs to even get to where I'm at. I took a gamble on myself, and I ended up leaving one of my jobs and not really knowing what was going to happen. And like I said, I'll explain more of that as well. But as of now, looking back today, like, I'm happy that I just did it, because if I didn't do it, then I'd have been stuck in the same spot, that I didn't want to be in. And like I said, that's why that quote resonates with me, is what you're not changing, you're choosing, right? So, sometimes you do have to take a leap of faith. Sometimes you do have to take a gamble on yourself in order to get to like where you want to be. And there's also like a Bible verse too. I believe it's John 13:7 is you may not know now, but later you'll understand. So, I mean, that resonates with me too, because we might not know like what our plan is with God and where He's gonna take us, but we gotta have trust, we gotta have faith, and we kind of just gotta put our best foot forward to know that whatever He has is gonna be for the greater good. So, yeah, I mean, I think this year is gonna be pretty. I mean, this year is gonna be pretty great. You know, I'm not sure what's really gonna happen at the end of the year, but I know it's gonna be good. You know, last year was like a reflection year for me, to really understand what I wanted to do and where God was looking to take me, and it's starting to play out. I can start seeing things a little bit more clear now. So you know, I hope the same for you guys. You know what I mean? I think, you know, if you can just lock in on what you want to do and just focus on that and be in your own lane, be in your own path, like, have faith, like you'll get to where you want to be. It might be a process, it might be some ups and downs. You're gonna be tested, you know, because if we did know the path that God was gonna take us on, like a clear picture, exactly what's gonna happen. You know, I seen something else that said, you know, if God showed you exactly what you'll go through just to get to where you want to be, most likely than not, like, you'll say no, right? Like, you might get like fired from a job, you might have to do something crazy, and you're gonna have all these ups and downs, you know, maybe even become homeless, and whatever the case is, you guys gotta get the point. Like, we don't know the path that we're gonna be put through. It's always a test. I mean, God is gonna test us, test our faith. So He might put you through some situations that you don't understand why He's doing this, but ultimately it could be for you guys to get closer to Him, for you to really maybe sit down with yourself and figure out what you want to do. So yeah, I encourage you guys to just, you know, focus on yourself, you know, lock in and just start. I mean, I think that's really it. But yeah, I appreciate you guys listening. That was just kind of like my little yapper today, a little chat. But yeah, it's 2025. Let's get after our goals and let's crush it. So I'll catch y'all in the next video.